So 5G was meant to be the future of Internet of Things. 5G was something that whereby we should be able to control robots halfway across the world. But I've seen people on 5G and are complaining that even to send a WhatsApp message is a problem. So why exactly does 5G kind of suck? Why does it look like as if we don't really need it? Why does it look like as if it's costing us more even than the 4G and 3G that we were using before? So companies came together. It was 2015. Companies came together and they were like, fine, let us improve the quality of connections we are using. Let us go higher. Let us leave the 4G and let us aim at 5G. Let us aim higher for what the future holds. And there were three key things that that all companies, Samsung, Nokia, Qualcomm, Snapdragon, there were three things that these companies brought together to picture the future of 5G. Number one was the speed of 5G. They were noticed that 4G though was fast, but 5G they made it smaller and had an higher frequency than 4G, which made it not just 10 times or 20 times faster, but made it 200 times faster. If you guys don't understand what the meaning of 200 times faster means, it means that 4G had a speed of 100 megabits per second. So, according to calculation, 5G had a speed of 200 gigabits per second. So, you should understand how fast 5G was expected to be. Then also, we have the capacity. Unlike 4G, if we're in a room with 5 people or 10 people using 4G, and they're sharing more like the same Wi-Fi network. As more people keep on connecting, become 50, they become 100, each and every one connection starts slowing down. So that was one of the things all these companies thought, and they were trying to reduce because they noticed that then why don't more like 1,000 people use a small router and connect without having any form of connection problem? But they kind of missed it in a little bit. Then they also focus on the latency, and that latency does not just determine on your download and upload speed. Latency also means the time it takes for a page to unlock when you click on it. So that was also what latency was. But the main question here now is, why does 5G seem screwed up? Why does it seem expensive? Why does it takes long? Why is it costing people more than 4G was initially costing them? And there are some key things about this. Number one is actually about the marketing. On a normal scale, we don't actually need 5G because people were already satisfied with 4G. 4G is already good enough. I won't say perfect, but the only thing that they just need to upgrade in 4G was actually they just need to give it a higher frequency. Though they don't need to reduce it to that small frequency of 5G, they just need to give it an higher frequency and just improve how more people and how they are using the 4G. Another thing again was actually the interest of people towards 5G. 5G companies, the companies who focus mainly on 5G, they focus on actually the wrong thing when they were planning the 5G. In such a way whereby companies were like, fine, you'll be able to do your VR on the road, you use augmented reality, your doctors will be able to perform surgeries from across the world. They'll be in one place and they'll be able to perform surgeries at the other part of the world, things like that. But these were not actually the things that people actually need as at even as at this 2023. These are not the exact things people need right now. People need not just at least people what people were expecting that fine, what I want from if you give me 5G, I want to be able to connect with the internet without getting any form of lag. I want to be able to control my robotic vacuum cleaner without any form of interruption of any form of lag. I want my phone to be smarter. I want my house to be smarter. Not that I want to be using virtual reality on the road. I want my doctor to be performing surgery for me across the world when it's not right here with me. So the companies actually focus on the wrong thing rather than focusing on what the people actually want. Another thing that affected 5G again was politics. You see, when 5G started, there were three major companies in this: Nokia, Ericsson, and Huawei. But then something dropped. Huawei got banned by the US because they said they were spying on them. Though we don't know how true that is and how that one is not. But the moment Huawei got banned, 5G started slowing down. The main thing 5G was supposed to be it started slowing down. And how was that? It started slowing down in such a way whereby all the connection signals of Huawei, they were not only removed and removed piece by America alone, but all other countries America had allies with. Apart from that, they not just remove all those poles from of Huawei. They went as far as burning these poles. You should know how bad that. So it was more like a nightmare in the 5G arena as at that moment. But then, apart from the politics and the interest and the marketing, another thing that affected 5G was the range. 5G had a smaller frequency than 4G. So that means that it could go faster, cover more frequency, and it it will be substantial without lag. But the problem with 5G range is that since it has smaller frequency, the moment you are behind the wall, your 200 megabits per second that you were expecting to be coming from this 5G transmission pole will suddenly get reduced to like 2 megabits. So your from your 200 megabits, you get something that is less than 0.001% of what you were initially expecting. You should know how bad that is. So it's not just what it's not just though it is more fast, but the moment you get blocked, the moment you get obstructed away from the direct signal from the pole, you get cut out. Your signal starts getting lagged, and which is something that they should have really focused on even before they published it. Another thing, the last thing about this was actually the development. The development 5G was fine, is good, but actually we don't need 5G yet. 5G is good. We will need it more like in 2025 or more like in 2026 or more like even in 2024, but not even 2025. I don't think that 5G will be that good enough. At least we can see what happened in the FIFA World Cup. A lot of technologies were used. You can't say that that was 5G. So we want technologies like that, but not what 5G is posing to us now. So I don't know what you guys think about what I just said about 5G. If you guys think it is good, please comment. If it is good, please subscribe. If it is bad, please subscribe because I will make sure I correct it later on in the videos. So I'm David, this Impact Agents. I thank you for enjoying this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.